This is math for Monday. Your learning target is you are learning to multiply and divide with 0 and 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to review two of the properties that go along with that. So let's talk about the 0 property. And what the 0 property says that anything that I multiply by 0 is 0, and anything that I divide by 0 is going to be 0. Then we have our identity property, and that says that anything that I multiply by 1 is going to be that number. So it's going to be, if 7 times 1, it's going to be 7, okay? So it's going to be that same number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some fact families here with you. The numbers that I have to use in my fact families are 3, 1, and 3, okay? So my first fact, I'm going to do the two multiplication facts. So my first fact is going to be 3 times 1, which is just going to be 3, okay? So 3 times 1 is 3. So your product is your whole, all right? Then my second multiplication fact, 3 is going to be the answer, but all I'm going to do is flip-flop 1 and 3. So my second fact will be 1 times 3, which is going to be 3, okay? Now that I have my two multiplication facts, let's do my division fact, okay? So if I take 3, which is my product, and put it in my dividend, 3 divided by 1, it's going to be, what other number am I missing? I have 3 and 1. What's my other number? 3, right? Okay. Now, if I take 3 and I divide it by 3, what do you think my answer is going to be? What number am I missing from my fact family there? It's going to be 1. So 3 divided by 3 is going to be 1. So if I took and made 3 groups and distributed 3 evenly, let's see, and let's check that out. So if I did 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, because remember my divisor is the number of groups I have, and then I take and distribute that 3, that's 1, 2, and 3. How many do I have in each of those groups? That's 1. So that does check out. Now let's look at my last slide. I have 7 and 0. So let's make my facts for 7 and 0. Let's do my multiplication fact first. So if I have 7 and I multiply it by 0, remember we talked about any time that I multiply 7 by 0, what's my other answer going to be? It's going to be 0. So I forgot my 0 up here with my fact family because I have 2 zeros there, okay? So 7 times 0 is 0. I know that my product's going to be the same. All I'm going to do is flip-flop the 0 and the 7. So 0 times 7 is, what's that going to be? It's going to be 0, because anytime I multiply something by 0, it's 0. Anytime I divide something by 0, it's going to be 0. So if I take 7 and I divide it by 0, what's my answer going to be? It's going to be 0. So anytime you multiply or divide something by 0, it's going to be 0. What you're going to do now is you're going to take and you're going to complete your practice buddy. Your assignment should be titled Monday 11-9. You'll complete that independent practice and that quick check for today.